Hey everyone, George Sock Monkey here, and I wanted to make a quick video. You're actually finding me right now in my car. I'm driving home from. I'm gonna go do some errands, and I'm just leaving work. Wanted to just do a quick update video and tell you all how the cars are doing. And I wanted to talk to you about something that's been brought to my attention. So first of all, you're joining me in my 2002 Kia Rio. For those of you who might be new to this channel, this car I bought in the beginning of October, had 64,000 miles on it. When I purchased it, it now has a little over 72,000 miles. I just put a new alternator in the car. It actually left me stranded because I was out doing Postmates, and the car actually left me stranded when I was trying to go deliver something, so that was kind of inconvenient. Thank goodness I had AAA. I called AAA. They took me to a garage. Came back the next day, picked the car up. All was well and good, and right with the world. $400 later, but and then another thing that happened was I was out doing Postmates again, and my battery went dead. So I found out actually that battery in my car has lasted since 2013, which is amazing that it survived several Chicago winters, and it's a Walmart branded battery to boot. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go and
in 1,000 feet, turn right.
I'm going to go ahead and pick up a new battery this weekend at Pep Boys, get that put in, and we'll go from there in that respect. So that's what's going on, and also the Rio needs an oil change. Did one at about 67,000 miles, and it was due at 71,780, and now I'm at 72,442. I've been driving a lot lately. I've been driving to and from my regular job, and then doing Postmates as time allows. I lost my job at the beginning of February, the previous job I was working at. And I started doing Postmates. I'd done it before back in 2018, but I started doing Postmates again to kind of pick up the slack. Which brings me to the thing that I wanted to bring to people's attention, that have been brought to my attention. I had one, and I apologize if the camera is really shaky. I have it in a phone mount right now, and the roads are not the best. Sure, Chicago roads for you. The roads aren't the best. So the thing that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention was that I received a couple of comments on a couple of my videos asking me why, when I do some of my car videos, why I don't film the interiors of some of the cars I review. It boils down to simply, I go to dealerships on Sundays when I have the time to go to dealerships, and the reason I go to dealerships on Sundays is I don't want to be pestered by salespeople. I don't want to I don't want to open the can of worms. I don't want to open the proverbial can of worms, because I've come right out and flat out asked dealerships in my experience with other people that I know that have done YouTube car videos, some dealerships, if you go when they're closed, they don't care. They're not going to care. And I always put in where I'm doing the videos. For example, if I go and do it at, let's say, Westmont, I always put it in that I'm doing it there, just so that you know, hey, it's free advertising for their dealership. Also, I mean, I've actually gotten a few people that have found my videos when they have been looking for a particular car, which is awesome. So, you know, that makes what I'm doing much more worthwhile. Getting to my point, though, I go during Sundays when there's no one around, when I can do my videos in peace. A lot of the dealerships will have their inventory locked, with the exception of one particular dealership that I go to, which is Your Choice Autos in Elgin. A lot of them will just leave their inventory locked. I mean, it's pretty much common sense at this point that they're going to leave their inventory locked because just they don't want people going around and messing with their cars. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what I do, but I understand from their point of view why they do it. So, I have the opportunity with Your Choice Autos to be able to go on their lots, and most of the time the cars are left unlocked. And that's just one dealership that I may not have the chance to go to all the time, or I may find something at another dealership while I'm out and about and just say, hey, I want to go and film it just while I'm out and about someplace. Or if I just try to explore a different dealership, I don't always have that opportunity. The opportunity is not made available to me to go out there and film cars when they're open. And I'm sure you're probably asking me at this point, why don't you just go during the week? I don't have time. I am at a point right now where I'm getting things back together after a job loss. I picked up doing Postmates, so essentially I'm pretty much working 2 jobs right now. But you know, the good thing about Postmates is I can be my own boss and just decide, yeah, I'll do it today, I'm not going to do it today. So that's where we're at right now. And then, so that's the answer is, I don't have control most of the time over whether or not the cars are unlocked. I'll try to get the best viewpoints that I can. And then people have been asking me. I know the Car Expert 21. He's become. If you're watching, what's up? He's become a good friend of mine. I've met him actually out in the community at car shows. So he's become a good friend. He asks me all the time how the CT is doing. The CT is doing okay. It's got 118,000 miles on it right now. Someone has, however, a couple weeks ago it ran out of gas. I pushed it with my car into a gas station so that I could get we could get it filled. And then it didn't want to start up right away. The gas engine didn't want to kick on. So it did it a couple of times, but eventually, I mean, if you turned it off and turned it back on, it started. Did it a couple of more times, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on with it. I switched keys, thinking that it had to do something with the key that my wife was using for her car. it's all with the push button start systems. For those who don't know, it's all like one huge feedback loop. With, you know, you push the brake, the button may light up, and you press the button and you turn the car on, and you have to make sure that the key's with you, otherwise it's not going to, otherwise that doesn't complete the feedback. So it doesn't complete the feedback loop. So as of right now, it's not looking like it's an issue. If it continues to be an issue, I will take it in for service. I still have a bit of an issue with my check engine light. It's one of those like fuel evaporation check engine codes. If anyone who's like, you know about those evap leak codes, sorry, sorry, if you know about the evap leak codes, you know they don't really affect drivability, but the kicker is I have to pass emissions in November to get my car re-registered. So long as I fix it before November, and we're in early March now, it should be fine. And we're coming up on, I believe, 3 years ownership with the CT. It had 75,000 when we got it. It has 114,000 on it now, or 118,000 on it. Hasn't had too many issues. I think we've had to do oil changes, had to do brakes on it. I think one or more of the struts needed to be replaced at some point. Other than that, it's been a fantastic car. And my wife is looking to, at some point, replace it with a Prius Prime, which is the plug-in Prius, because she's all about the hybrids. I've been actually looking at the BMW i3 with the range extender, and I know it's hardly an enthusiast car, but I think they're very interesting. They are rear-wheel drive, which all the videos I've been watching about the i3 say that they're extremely fun to drive. They drive pretty much like a BMW, with the only real difference being that they are electric. And then with the range extender, it's essentially a 2-cylinder engine off of a BMW scooter that they use for if the battery gets below 5% charge, that range extender kicks in, and then it powers the car for additional range until you can get to a charger.